United Givers of Themes are a band from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and they have been put on this earth for one reason, and for one reason only, and that is to right the wrongs that have been done to the movie-going public by rewriting the themes to every movie ever made, and furthermore demanding that Mr. Hollywood recut all of his movies featuring our themes, the correct themes, on a continuous loop. Confused? So are we. Theme the theme!
This is the podcast for the ultimate United Givers of Themes, and we're also known as Two Golf. We're gonna talk about the movies that we rewrote all the themes for. We're watching some movies and complaining about things, cause we want our themes in these damn movies. But we don't think Hollywood has the damn guts to deal with how real our themes are. We don't think the themes from all these movies cut the mustard good enough, and we could do a better job. So we rewrote the themes, and now they're better themes. And now this is a podcast where you listen to us talk about our themes. Okay, here we go. Let's podcast. Let's podcast.
Hey, everybody. This is the Ultimate United Givers of Themes, the podcast.
Hey, baby, let's podcast.
Oh, we are going to just sidle on up to you in a precocious kind of manner and podcast in your ear a little bit, sweethearts.
We're just going to be here basically being a pod.
Cast.
Yeah.
In your ear.
In your ear. Or heck, maybe both ears. It's cool. You do, baby.
I like in The Man Who Wasn't There, the guy goes, in your ear,
in
mister.
your ear, mister. Yeah, when Creighton Tolliver wants to get a haircut.
Yeah, he comes in and he's like, okay, we'll just do the scene. Okay. Hey, I'm not taking no mustard off your mask, mister.
Wait, are you being Creighton Tolliver?
I don't know. I'm not. But can we?
I haven't watched that in a while, but I think I still know. I think I actually know that whole scene. Was, what's the problem, friend? This is a business establishment with posted hours. Boy, I wish I could be turning away business like that, I tell ya.
Yeah, but I ain't taking no mustard off your mask, mister.
It's all right. I got him.
And all the time I cut the hair.
In your ear, mister.
I can't.
I have to go ride Garibaldi.
I can't do none of those guys' voices.
Yeah, sometimes Mikey Balladuccio is. Sometimes you can do, like, his voice can be easily doable. Sometimes, like in the other Coen movie he's in Oh Brother, when he drives up and he's like, "Which way's a road to Ada Bina?" He plays George Nelson. Not Babyface.
Yeah, do not call him Babyface. He gets real irked about that.
You know what? I watched that recently and honestly didn't care for it too much. But now, just talking about it, now I really want to watch it again.
That's a funny, what is that thing? Like occurrence? Like when the idea of watching something is way better than watching it.
Sure, yeah.
I find, especially, man, during COVID, like, I've been home and pretty much this whole time.
I should
and
watch
I get real excited. Like yesterday, it was The Dark Knight Rises. I was like, man, I'm gonna watch the goddamn shit out of The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I really like that movie. And you know what? I watched it, but then I mostly just made songs on my phone and didn't pay attention. But maybe I just can't pay attention to anything because, like,
well, yeah, and
pandemic,
when you know, when it's something you've seen and it's like, well, I cannot pay attention for a minute because I know what's going to happen. Bang's going to blow up the football field.
Yeah, exactly. Bang's going to get real mad. He's going to talk about fires starting, and then Carcetti's going to be like, wait up, though.
Oh, man, Bang's voice in that and goes, we're going to crash this airplane with no survivors.
Yeah, you're on a roll with the voices.
Yeah,
man.
I'm doing it today.
Okay, so today we're talking a little bit about the movie Pumpkinhead.
It's about this little pumpkin who has a head. I'm going to go ahead and be upfront about this, about how I haven't watched Pumpkinhead recently, nor have I watched it non-recently, nor do I even know what it is, but it's a Stan Winston film, right?
Stan Winston, yeah, who is, he is, for those of you who don't know, like, nerdy stuff about movies, Stan Winston is a guy who is a nerd who makes like nerds, the nerd, if there's stuff, if you're ever watching a movie and you're like, oh, I bet a nerd did that, then Stan Winston probably did it. it.
It's like, oh, something. Oh, that thing's face looks weird. Who did what? Where did that face happen?
Yeah, but all joking about nerds aside,
Nerds are dorks.
Yeah, nerds or dorks or dweebs or whatever.
ain't a
Hey,
joke.
you're running the world now. Look at that Big Bang Theory. That thing, that's a show that idiots like to watch. And once idiots start to like you, man, you got it made into shade, you fucking nerd.
And you know what sucks about that show is that show sucks. But what sucks more
watched
than the
it
show
once.
sucking is that I really like so many of the people on it.
That guy like Simon
Simon Heckenberg.
Yeah.
I like and
and
Brad Parsons.
That
Jim
tall,
Parsons.
the tall nerd. Is that Jim Parsons?
Jim Parsons is the
Who's the one who
he's
plays like the
skinny-
worst character? Like that one who's like, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's,
That's
I forget his name, but isn't he the guy who wants Larry to look at the parking lot?
There's a young one of him now. No. The main one.
Oh
like,
yeah, like the skinny, like
Yeah.
kind of uptight
Is that
guy.
Parsons?
That's Jim.
Yeah,
Yes.
he seems like a cool. Like when I see him
Yeah,
talk,
sick
I'm
actor.
like, man, you seem like a straight up rad dude. But yeah, I mean, hey, if somebody came to me and was like, hey, do you want to be like on the worst thing ever, but it'll be really popular, and then maybe you could like afford to do the stuff you like, I'd be like, you know what? No.
I'd probably be like,
I probably would. I probably would, but I'd feel a little bad
like,
about
"Can you
it.
pay
but,
me in
hey,
sandwiches?"
Yeah, I mean, but then you start thinking about like, hey, do you really like the job you're doing now, and you're doing that for less money? So why wouldn't you do something that you also don't like for more money? Integrity? F that. Man, we're in Thunderdome times.
I use integrity sometimes, but then sometimes it's like gotta get paid. So
Okay,
I'll rent out my integrity.
I'll test you. Let's see how often you use your integrity. Okay. Hey man, what's going on with you today?
Oh, nothing. Can I have some money for something?
Yeah, but it's going to be really uncomfortable and kind of against your morals, but there's just enough of it to make it worth it.
Okay. All of my morals, or like some, or most?
Just like the ones that get you in the most trouble.
Okay, but I get more money. I like money.
A little bit more, not too much more.
Okay, but I do get a little bit more, right? So
Let me stress, it's not too much more.
don't even need to know what the job is. Yeah, sign me up.
Man, you got no integrity.
Oh, no.
You lied because it was just a little bit more money. If it was more than that, then it would be okay. But
I
it
didn't
was
even
just
ask if it
was
could
just
be a bit more than a little bit. Like I didn't even fight for it. I was just like,
it was just a little
sure.
bit more. Okay, so Pumpkinhead, you see, we're watching Pumpkinhead right now. If those of you are, I don't know if like this clip will ever end up anywhere, but
Lance
you can
Henriksen
see it. So
is
Lance,
being goofy.
Let me explain this movie to you. Actually, you know what? Why don't we flip the script and play the song now, and you can, and then you tell me if you know what the movie's about.
Script's been made to be flipped,
Script it, yeah.
Script's been made to be flipped.
Flipped. All right, here we go. The first couple lines are really important, so pay attention to this. Okay, so you got to watch out for Pumpkinhead. So let's go from the beginning. So now you basically know the movie.
Yeah, and I still haven't seen it, but I know it's about somebody who wears sneakers to sneak in and kills teenagers at night.
Yeah,
So-
but that is actually a deep cut, and we're gonna get to that in a second.
and that
But-
and that I better run from this person.
Yeah, so you got to run away from Pumpkinhead. He's the thing that will get you because you left Bishop's kid for dead. So these kids, we're actually watching the scene right now. These kids are real ruffians. These teenagers, they're just rough and tumble, rough and like just real ruffians.
Just from the clip
to
we
the
just
bone.
watched, I
Yeah.
knew they were badasses because in movies from this era, the bad guys, like the bad kids, wear headbands.
Yeah, because they have to, like, it's covering the mark, like the mark of evil or
Like
something.
in Goonies, that's how you knew Josh Brolin kind of had a rough streak in him because he wore a headband.
I wonder if his headband came off at any point when he became like, because he
Yeah, I didn't think of
regooned.
that,
By
but-
the end of the movie, he regooned himself. That would be an interesting thing. My gut tells me no, but what if Richard Donner thought of that?
Yeah, and he was,
then,
and then like, one day we'd interview Richard Donner.
Yeah.
That could still happen, totally.
it could,
and be like
multiverse.
And we bring it up to him, and he's like, "You're the first person who ever noticed that." I assume that's what his voice sounds like. Or actually, it probably sounds like, "No one's ever noticed that before."
Yeah. So Pumpkinhead is a guy that you basically go to this. If somebody F's with you big time, like these kids, man, they F'd with Bishop by killing his kid. It was an accident, but they just fucking aced his kid big time. And then Bishop's like, well, I better go see Pumpkinhead about it. But first he has to go see this witch. Then you got to give this witch some gold. And she's like, okay, you need to just go dig up Pumpkinhead, and then he'll listen to you. Pumpkinhead will listen to you. So you give the gold to the witch. You go and you dig up the ditch.
Does it say that on the poster? Pumpkinhead will listen to you.
Well-
Pumpkinhead's just a therapist, basically.
So now we're getting you mentioned poster. There is this. You know what's funny? I can't remember actually ever even seeing this, but there is this lore about Pumpkinhead that on, I think it's the VHS box of it, this still photograph, you can see the guy playing Pumpkinhead is wearing like a pair of high top ponies because it was like promo art where they just forgot to crop it. So the whole he wears sneakers for sneaking is like not even about the movie, it's about the VHS barks. You get it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
so
I
he
totally
wears
get it.
sneakers for sneaking isn't in the movie because in the movie he has feet, but since it's a real guy in a suit that Stan Winston made, you can't be like showing the feet all willy-nilly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You have to get a little loosey-goosey with how much you're showing the feet.
Man, look
You
at that.
cannot be going willy-nilly.
Movies, thrillers of this era had such a good sheen to them. And
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Martin Sheen,
Or
although
Charlie.
The Dead Zone was pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, I like the part of the dead zone where he goes to that zone.
Yeah, and he's I ain't seen that in a long time. I know Christopher Walken drives into a milk truck and then has to kill the president in the future or something.
Yeah. What happens is he touches. Here, we'll just do a scene real quick.
And man, Martin Sheen was
yeah.
already playing presidents back then.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, he aced him, like Apocalypse Now aced him down hard. He got beat down with a heart attack stick big time. And that does age a man.
Yeah, that's a rough. Did Coppola have a heart attack during that also?
I'm pretty sure he made everybody have heart attacks, so he probably had to have one just to show everyone else how to have one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then his wife was just like, I'm going to go ahead and make a documentary about these fucking guys having heart attacks while I'm over here taking it to the bank with this documentary, honey.
Good day of shooting, guys. Hey, listen, can you stick around for about 2 years? That's what Coppola's voice sounds like.
All right, Marty, for this next scene, we're going to need you to get just downright bloody drunk and ace yourself down hard with a heart attack stick.
Yeah, that's a sick picture.
Yeah,
I didn't even see that until I was like 30 for some reason.
That was a movie that eluded me for a particular long time, and then it got to the point where
it would just be a big long drag, and it kind of is, but it's kind of like stuff happens. It's not just like it's not as slow as I had anticipate.
Yeah, I mean there are slow drags, but those
I think so much color too.
I think those slow drags, they have to be there to ease you into the fasties.
Yeah, that's what Coppola. That's what he's a master at. If you want to see a really good example of his genius pacing, you should watch Jack, starring Robin Williams as Benjamin Buggins.
He was like a little kid who thought he was an old man because he looked like that.
Is that movie? Is that? I never saw it. Is it like a Benjamin Button kind of thing? Does Jack age backwards?
Robin Williams, I think he's just an old guy.
He's just old?
Yeah,
Okay.
and he always is. And then at some point, he, I don't know, probably Flubber enters into the situation in some way or something.
Flubber.
Yeah.
I've seen Flubber. It's pretty good. It's got Christopher McDonald's. Doesn't even finish his milkshake, and he's Christopher McDonald. And it's got Marcia Gay Harden from Pollock.
Yeah, from Pollock, yeah. And is she from Big Love, or is she? Oh no, she just looks like Jean Triplehorn.
Yeah, no, Marcia Gay Harden's Miller's Crossing.
Marcia Gay Harden's Miller's Crossing, and Jean Triplehorn's Mr. Show and Big Love. But only like that one episode of Mr. Show.
Yeah, I was like, she's on Mr. Show?
She's on Jeepers Creepers. Like she comes in and she just come. It's so fucking classy.
I think she's also Waterworld.
Triplehorn?
I think so.
Yeah.
Unless I'm getting her mixed up with Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio from Robin Hood, Prince of the Thieves,
or Linda. Who's the one who is the
Linda
red
Cannelloni?
No.
Freaking Geeks.
No. I'm going leaps of faith.
That's Debra Winger.
No, not Debra Winger. The redhead who had the kid who needed faith. You know who I mean? Because she's another one. She looks like all those other women that we were just talking about. They were all born probably around the same time, and as everyone knows, like when you're born around the same, a lot of people who are born around the same time tend to just look exactly the same. It's like in the science.
Do you have any actors that like in your head, even though they're totally different people who aren't the same kind of actor and probably look nothing like each other? For some reason in my head, I don't know the difference between Debra Winger and Baba Hershey.
Debra Winger and Baba Hershey.
I know they're totally different.
And Brian Cox and
I know Brian Cox pretty good.
But Brian Cox and then the other guy who played who's the second Dumbledore. You know who I mean?
Oh, Gambone.
Yeah, Michael Gambone and Brian Cox to me are the same guy.
Okay, I know. Okay, I get it. Yeah,
same guy.
They've both been in Wes Anderson movies.
Yeah, and he gets 2 for the price of 1 there.
Yeah, Gambone's been in more.
Or one for no, he actually gets 1 for the price of 2. So Gambone Cox is making out.
No, he had to pay for both actors, so I think he got 2 for the price of 2.
Yeah, but what if they're the same dude though? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
He's getting paid. If he's the same dude, he's getting paid twice.
If Brian Cox and Michael Gambone are the same dude, they get paid twice. You ever see Michael Gambone when he's like, I never seen it, but he's in I think he's in The Cook and the Thief and The Wife and The Lover, but he's got he has like brown hair in it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Nah,
he's all
that's not Michael
up.
Gambone. Michael Gambone's old.
Yeah, and I think Peter Greenaway was like, "Hey, Gambone, you got to get all puffed up for this fucking movie, man.
Listen, you got to do this movie. Get puffed up, and listen, this movie's gonna show skin."
I remember that was a movie. I think that was around the time that NC-17 first became a thing.
That was one of
that
the
was
first
one of them.
NC-17s.
But there were all these just like real Bone Zone movies that were coming out. That were like they were also
Bad Lieutenant was all
and Bad Lieutenant, man. Like he's like there was just there from like 1992 to like 1995. They should have just called every movie like fucking Harvey Keitel's Wang because of how much he showed it.
Had his wang, right?
Yeah. He was a big time
He's a big
New Zealand.
wanger.
He is a New Zealand guy, a New Zealander.
The filmmaker who made The Piano, Jane Champions, she has a new movie coming out where John Greenwood is trying to do a theme for it.
I bet. Yeah. Hey, call me when you know how to write fucking vocals, you idiot.
Yeah, call me by your name.
Yeah. That's respectful. Fucking dicks. Oh crap. So last week you were away, and I decided to do. We could have taken a week off, but I decided to do like a little bit more of a deep dive and like so. You know that podcast that I told you about that I found.
Yeah.
So there's this podcast of those Wamblers guys that have been calling us, and there's some real interesting stuff. Learned a little bit more about them. They had like this. They apparently killed like a bunch of kids got killed because they told kids to stand on train tracks and wait for them to come on the train tracks, and a whole bunch, but they didn't get any trouble for it.
And wasn't there something we learned last time I was here? Didn't we learn that that apparently there's mention of them for like the past like 40 or 50 years?
Yes, and I did look at the Wally kid, or I guess man, I should say. He has he does these videos on their YouTube channel every day, kind of like it's called like the Daily Goofy Show or something like that. And the other day he for a second he said like we've been around since 1809, and then wow. and then someone yelled at him from off screen, so he stopped, and then he started yelling about a space. I think he was trying to say space-time continuum, but he couldn't pronounce that, as you can imagine.
Yeah,
but
So
there,
that sounds
I don't
accurate.
know. Like, I mean, it's just, I don't know. Well, anyway, this interview was from like 10-ish years ago, which is recent enough. But yeah, there's some weird shit where it seems like they might have been around for a while. But
so that plot is definitely thickening.
Yeah.
And you know me, I love when things thicken.
yeah. So
Sauce, gravy.
oh, geez, hold on. Someone's calling. Yeah. Hello.
Hey, it's Jeff.
Whoa. Can you speak a little quieter?
No.
Is this another
Is this the
recording, or
ultimate
this-
giver with the theme from the movie?
This is Jesse from the Ultimate United Givers of Themes podcast. Are you a real person? Or are you
This
actually...
is Jeffrey Wambler from the goof rock band that you love listening to. We're called the Wamblers.
Yeah. I need to know that this is a real person.
Yeah, I get that.
Say the
Goofy,
word
goofy.
100,000.
The word.
Okay,
the word.
okay,
The
okay,
word.
fine.
Now that was only 6. got about. I don't know how many is 100,000
Don't-
minus 6 is. I guess
Jeff,
200.
Jeff, don't you dare say the word like 9,800 more
Like
times.
98.
Fucking stop.
I kind of like
Okay,
this
dude,
too.
okay.
stop.
I'm
What do you
just
want?
goofing with you.
Okay.
Listen, shut up. Shut up for a minute, okay?
Rude.
I'm talking because I called you on my telephone, okay?
Okay. Well, what can I do for you then?
Well, I
For
was
the
just
love of God.
wondering if you had talked to Wally recently, because, you know,
What?
it's all cool. Everything's all cool, but I'm mad at Wally. I'm really mad. It's all cool. Don't worry about it. But,
Wait.
you know, just what did he say
Can't
about
get
me?
a word in edgewise.
But at least we know that it's
what did,
Hedge
what did,
whites.
Wally is the other Wambler, right?
Wally Wambler from the goof rock band that you love hearing on the radio, the Wamblers.
I don't love.
I
never
don't know if he's even
listened to.
going to be in the band after I'm done.
Okay, but why? I've never even talked to either of you. You
Okay,
keep
so, like, what's he been saying?
he hasn't been. I don't know. He hasn't been saying anything to me. Like I'm not his keeper.
Yeah, I know that. I just, like, what's Wally been saying, like, about me?
So you're having a fight with this guy Wally?
No.
Hey, how old are
I'm
you guys?
mad.
Hey, how old are you?
I don't know what you mean by that.
How many years have you? How many years have you been?
Oh, years. I know what that is. We've been the world's most favorite goof rock band for years and years,
God.
and we probably will be for all of the rest of the years
Yeah.
if you're smart about
Buddy,
it.
you're not answering my question. What do you people want?
No, put the. I'm sorry. There's some fucking kid outside who brought a goober, so I gotta go fucking.
Okay.
Listen, tell Wally that
I don't know Wally.
Okay, well, just write down. I get it, and you don't want to say it on your radio show. Just write down what Wally said, and I'll be outside your house probably 10 minutes. Gotta go.
Yeah.
Bye.
yeah,
Hey,
okay.
kids, don't forget to buy tickets.
Tickets for what? Okay.
Is he still there? Did he?
I think he hung up. Well, that was interesting.
Yeah, that was something. So bit by bit, we're learning more and more about these guys, but they appear to be
They're real.
Beefing.
They're real, though. I mean, that's the first time we've actually really talked to them.
or highly sophisticated AI.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
never
that
know,
could.
like Gattaca level stuff.
Now that you mention it, how sophisticated what is that AI really? Like it in this day and age, like that seems actually like maybe they are just like some bad like a
bad AI.
that an idiot built. Can you imagine?
Oh, that would be a good movie, like a team of bad, of really dumb artificial intelligence.
Okay, let's do, okay. I'll be the boss of the team, and you just be a guy who's like working on a new thing. Okay? Yeah. Chesterfield, what's going on over there? That doesn't look like it's gonna work too good, but you look like you're working hard on it. So what do you think?
Hi, I am Chesterfield. This is a new program that I think you will like.
Yeah, I can tell already how much I'm gonna like it. Tell me, what's it doing stuff?
I'm Chesterfield. I'm here to answer any of your questions.
Wait, are you the AI? I thought you were the guy who built the AI.
I thought I was supposed to be I thought we were all AIs. I thought it was a team where, like, the whole team was just bad AIs.
Oh, man, everything's getting all wacky-gabacky.
But maybe the boss AI that you were playing is just is like a 2008 model.
Whenever that happens in the movie, you just have to pan over to somebody drinking, and then they look at the bottle and then throw it away because everything got so crazy.
And then it says to his dog, "Don't even say it."
And then someone jumps out from the couch behind and goes, "Don't go there, bro."
What's up?
I think that's as good a time as any to stop today's podcast. You've been listening to the Ultimate United Givers of Themes, the podcast. Today we talked a little bit about the movie Pumpkinhead, and if you want to listen to that movie Pumpkinhead, you can find it on EP4, available on all the great places where you go to Steam movies and and listen to Stroomies.
This podcast was brought to you by Steamies. Download it on your Roku.
Come on down to Steamies. We got all the Streamies. Make it stop.
Next episode, remind me to talk about a weird streaming platform.
Okay. Yeah, next time we're talking about Blowout. See ya.